What's up YouTube, Dylan here, and today I'm going to be breaking down my personal favorite highlights from the Microsoft E3 press conference, and boy did they put on a show. With that being said, there are a lot of games to cover in this video, so without further ado, let's get into it. First is Halo Infinite, the next chapter of Xbox's #1 franchise. The teaser seems to represent a sign of change for Halo, while harkening back to what made the original game so special, by showing off a new slipspace engine, which probably explains why the game has taken so long to develop, as well as keeping the focus on the Master Chief with his armor looking similar to what it once was in Halo 3. I'm expecting a fall 2019 release, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being released in 2020. Next up, Cuphead. One of my favorite games of 2017 is finally getting some new content in the form of DLC called The Delicious Last Course, with the return of Cuphead and Mugman, as well as introducing a new playable character, Miss Chalice. This DLC is set to provide a new aisle, bosses, weapons, and charms, and then there's the jolly Chef Saltbaker, who could be a friend or foe, we'll just have to wait and see. This DLC is set to release in 2019, and we get teased with a new ability, which is being able to double jump. I'll admit, Cuphead was one of the toughest games I ever played. It was pretty much the Dark Souls of platforming, but knowing that new content is on the horizon, constantly dying from bosses and having temper tantrums may just be worth it. Moving on, we have the world premiere of Cyberpunk 2077. Talk about building hype, am I right? Showing off a trailer at the last minute, this new trailer for Cyberpunk presents a different tone from the original 2013 trailer by having Night City set during the day, focusing on a variety of people within the city, and less slow motion. According to the official website of Cyberpunk, it seems that CD Projekt Red is ditching the idea of playing as a cybernetic enhanced police officer, and instead you play as a character named V, a cyberpunk who is trying to become an urban legend amongst the streets of Night City. With that being said, I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk 2077. The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games of all time. I have all the faith in the world in CD Projekt Red. I'm hoping this game is released in 2019, but we'll just have to wait and see. Next is The Division 2. I'm not gonna lie, I was a bit let down by the gameplay reveal, seeing that this is another scripted online chat simulator. However, I do like the idea of the game being set in Washington DC, some of the new weapons look cool, and that's about it. Hopefully Ubisoft sheds more light on this game during their press conference, because as of right now, my interest level is at an all-time low. I will be giving the beta a shot, but as of right now, The Division 2 isn't pulling me in like the first one did. Even though there are 3 Gears of War games announced, I want to keep the focus on Gears of War 5. The game seems to take place a couple years after the events of Gears 4, with the main focus being on Kate, which makes sense seeing at the end of Gears 4, it heavily implies that she's related to Queen Mira, who was the late Locust Queen. So it's no surprise here that JD isn't front and center this time around. In this trailer we're introducing new swarm variants, weapons, vehicles, and new terrain. The swarm can even possess the DBs, which can make for some interesting and creepy new enemy types. I'm sure there's a lot more to the story than what's being shown off right now. However, it could be possible that Kate pulls a Cortana by becoming Queen of the Swarm and being the main antagonist for Gears of War 6. But for now, we'll just have to wait till 2019 to know the truth. Lastly, Kingdom Hearts 3. Which probably was the biggest surprise for me during this conference. There was so much to talk about within this trailer. I'm most definitely going to make a separate breakdown video for it. We all knew Frozen was going to be a world in Kingdom Hearts 3, it was only a matter of time, but to reveal it during an Xbox event? That's crazy. The amount of content in this trailer is insane, from the new Keyblade transformations, which has Sora wearing green clothes mind you, Marshmallow as a boss fight, Larxene returning, Simba is actually Incineroar in disguise, sliding down a mountain on Goofy's shield, Gummy Ship gameplay, Mickey's new Keyblade, and Aqua as a Xehanort vessel? What the fuck? And unfortunately on top of that, the game was delayed to 2019, which really disappoints me, but if they need the time to make the game better, so be it. And to wrap this up, I want to give a quick shout out to Battletoads, Devil May Cry 5, and Jump Force. Those games look very interesting. Well, we didn't get much from Battletoads, but Devil May Cry 5 and Jump Force look fantastic. Can't wait to see more from those games in the future. But let me just think in the comment section down below about Microsoft's press conference. What reveal got you the most hyped? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps me out, and subscribe for more content from me on Xbox and other games in general. I'm DMLX. I'll see you in the future.